Hey everybody, we're back again, and today I wanted to ask Dave a question that we kind of had talked about a little bit yesterday, and that is, he had a lot of success but didn't have a whole lot of people that he had personally sponsored into the business. And a lot of people say, you know, you gotta keep going out and recruiting and recruiting and recruiting, but he didn't build his business that way. So that's when I want to ask, what's the difference between the way you build and the way a lot of people talk about building in this industry?
Okay, I'm kind of crazy, I know this, and you'll hear us on our Call Me Crazy calls, where one of the things that we found out we were doing differently is we actually did something way out of this earth. We actually spent time with people. Okay, I know it sounds nuts, because this industry has turned into get-rich-quick concepts and, you know, go sick them, get them in, recruit, recruit, recruit. I'm like going, this doesn't work. I've never seen it work. And it says in the old day, way things used to work is that people would, you know, travel an hour or whatever to get to a meeting. Then after the meeting was there, they have the meeting after the meeting, and then they have the training after the meeting, and then have one more meeting typically before they even went home. So people actually had a time where they were learning stuff. You know, they were learning a lot of different things, right? So what happened is that all of a sudden the internet comes around. You know, snail mail is gone. People don't mail out packages, which is fine. I'm not an advocate of doing it the old way, but what I am an advocate of doing is actually spending time with people. Now, I don't know of any profession in the world that you can go ahead, come into, and get to 10 grand a month quickly just by basically putting in an hour's worth of effort.
Dang.
If I've missed it, I apologize, and I'm going to kick myself later, but the fact is, like, I always use the analogy. Look at football teams. You know, do they practice? Does Tiger Woods have a coach? Yes. Do basically, you know, to get to the Super Bowl, is it the best coach team that gets there and the team that put in the most time and effort? Absolutely. So, you know, if you want to become a dentist, you actually have to spend time going to school. They spend time doing this stuff because it's an art form that you got to learn, okay? So a person that doesn't want to put in the time, I don't have time for that. People got to be willing to spend a bit of time, because that's the number one objection people have these days. It's like, oh, this is taking a little bit too much time. How much time are you willing to put in to make $10,000, $12,000 every month and have it grow while you walk away from it? Right?
As much time as it takes.
Right, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to create a leadership mentality right out of the gate, so people understand, okay, there's a little bit of a, you know, the beginning phase, intermediate, and then you get into your mentorship training phase. So, or you're going to be training other people, by the way, okay, to do things. And once they know what to do, they don't need you anymore. This was the blessing.
What you're basically telling me is that you spent time with the people that wanted to do the business, right? Not everyone necessarily did.
Correct.
Okay, so that's the biggest difference that you got to get through your head. If you want to work with us, it's absolutely key. It's going to be key to your success and your people's success, is that we want to not spend forever, but put in the right amount of time with people so that they really understand what they're doing. And thankfully he does that, because that's the only reason I know what I'm doing now. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Alright, we will talk to you guys soon.